I'm Reverend Bernard from Life Churches.
Hi, I'm Cornelia and Noghiu, Ordinand in Church of England.
Welcome back for our video series, A Talk for a Day. Do you remember, in the last video, we asked ourselves who is guilty?
And we thought, in our mind, in the corner of our mind, we thought, others. Bernard is guilty for my problem.
It's easier, I do the same as well. Cornelia, you make the trouble.
But not always like that. Sometimes we have to be honest with ourselves, to look deep in our heart and to see it happened to be our guilt too.
And once we discover that, is the next step. Today's word for today's talk.
Today's word it is stop blaming others. Stop thinking these others' fault, and think what you can do.
What can I do? That is most important, because we have just simple look around, understand what's happened. That means it is a big require to settle down, to stop to acting too much, and to reflect, to analyze what's happened.
Exactly. Think of the people of Israel. What happened then? They went there, they forgot that God saved them, they forgot everything was nice. They saw only the hard part. And Moses was guilty. And they said, is God's fault? He brought us here to die, to be hungry, to be thirsty. But they forgot one thing. God wanted to save them, not to kill them.
Then God didn't want something wrong for them. Moses didn't guide them in a wrong place. Just simple, that was the way they had to follow in order to grow, to understand themselves, to discover themselves.
God did want you to offer them a great place with wonderful things, but they had to look around, to see, to understand, to fight for that things.
Then whatever happened in our life, it's a moment when we can discover deeper who we are, how we can cope with all this kind of situation, and most of that, we grow understanding the difficult moments and what we can do in those moments without blaming only others.
In that moment, when we stop blaming others, we grow up. We find out who we are. We grow. We became mature people.
I know that you used to that all year long, but for the Christians, for our church, the Lent time is a blessed time when we are invited to do it a bit deeper, paying more attention to these aspects, to rediscover us, to understand better our identity, and to work on our change.
I invite you today to look around, see what happened. Whose fault it is? Do you think each of us has a part in these things? Each of us is guilty for what happened around.
And when something happened, it's always implied at least one person or more. Then in that time, if we, all of us, settle down to understand, we will find more solution.
More than that, after you settle down and understand, do something, act, make this place a better place.
And why we invited you, or invited ourselves as well, do not blame others. Because it's just losing time, spending energy. But if we get together and to think about what happened and how we can change the moment and the situation we are in, will happen quicker to get to what we want to do.
Exactly. And when we stop to blame others, we find solutions, because then we became responsible. Then we think, if I want to be happy, I have to do something. I have to change something in my life. So we'll be happy then.
Then enjoy this great time of Lent, finding out what we can do when things go wrong.
My beautiful people, don't lose your time. It's too precious. Look deep in your heart. Be happy, stay safe, and see you next time.
From here in the front of St. Peter's Church, Westcliff, we say hello for the next art video, A Talk for a Day.
Bye-bye.
See you.